Do you see any tigers or jungles around here, mates? Look, here's a tree. Here's a tree. Is that... by the way, you know how it's so annoying because YouTube changed their layout like about half a year ago, so, and then, you know, originally you could just say restore old YouTube, or if you just like the new layout, then you can keep that, and then all of a sudden, the Big Mac computer, not the hamburger, the computer, yeah, it got stuck with new YouTube, and then my phone got stuck with new YouTube, and my laptop was still good for a bit, and September 12th, it's stuck with new YouTube. Hey, what's up guys, it's your Problem My favorite YouTuber here, and I messed up that intro, hang on. Hey, what's up guys, it's your Problem My favorite YouTuber here, and welcome to my review of... I always find it weird how this one doesn't have a shiny cover. But anyway, Dogman Lord of the Fleas. I just got this, it's brand new, you can tell because it's like literally like of course I could push it open, but like when you open it up, this is to the point that it starts resisting. Kind of odd though, because if I hold the rest of the book like this, it just hangs there. But if I were to grab onto this and just let the rest of the book go, it would just fly open because there's so much weight on this side. So weird. Okay, anyway, gotta read this, and then we'll review it. That's why it's called a review. Hey, what's up guys, Problem My favorite YouTuber here. Yes, I know this is taking a while. There's so many videos, you know, the new Doctor Who season came out, and I just wanted to make a little quick review of my first impressions on the first episode. I haven't even filmed that yet. In fact, I'm filming this Saturday, the day before that episode comes out. So, yes, I know it's been a while. I've also been meaning to review the first episode of Blake 7, which is this TV show that someone wanted me to review. I also got a reaction request. I've been wanting to review Diary of a Wimpy Kid for a while. And of course, this video, I have some other videos. Look, okay, first off, hashtag not sponsored. I found these in like, well actually I didn't find them, but someone else did, in like America or something. Cherry Coke Oreos and Rocky Road Oreos. But what's amazing is that the Cherry Coke ones come with popping candy. For the very few of you who saw in that video, in an earlier video I mentioned the frustration because these Oreos were supposed to make like little kinking sounds whenever you eat them. And now they work. Listen. There, crumbs all over the bed now. Shoot. See. Can you hear that? That's coming from inside my mouth. I'm not doing that. That's cool. Okay. Anyway. Right, so trying to review. Think that I would have gotten used to it by now. I'm caught up on the frickin' series. Well, I haven't reviewed the full color ones, and I still have to review book 3 of Collector's Edition at some point. But, Dogman Lord of the Fleas. I'm really excited to check this one out because I have read Lord of the Flies. Something that I've always found frustrating, and I'm sure many of you found frustrating too, was that the other Dogman books were, minus the first one, were based on actual books, being, actually I don't, was the second one, wait, hang on. No, I don't think it was. But like they were based on like Lord of the Fleas, and then another one was like East of Eden, even though it's called Dogman and Cat Kid, which I can only assume is some sort of parody on the review of just the movie Batman and Robin, and now Lord of the Flies, and I have read Lord of the Flies. I should review that book. I don't have a copy of it here, but it doesn't have any pictures in it anyway, so I might as well just say my thoughts on it. But anyway, let's start the rip. Look, let's take all the wait, what's in... Oops. Oopsie poopsie. Look at the thickness. Look at the freaking... Look, you remember when we thought that this guy was huge? And then Dogman was bigger? And look, and now look at freaking book 5. What in the actual heck? Dave Pilkey. Like, I think book 9 is like slightly thicker than book 9, but... book 12, but... Even in, I think, is just slightly thinner than Dogman, yeah. It's so weird opening up a new book. Aw, Piggy. You're the character with Piggy with glasses. Oh, it's a pig. Oh, it's a pig. Why is that gorilla and crocodile? What even is that a crocodile or is that like a lizard? We start off with an introduction of George and Harold saying how they're in 5th grade and it's all mature and stuff, and they're drawing mustaches on them because they're mature, and Harold hasn't read Lord of the Flies because he thought it was Lord of the Rings or whatever. I don't know. And then they recap on the past 4 books. Blah-de, blah-de, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't help but think, like, this totally rips off the TARDIS. The fact that it's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. But I like the ideas. Dave Pilkey probably, like, saw people saying like, oh, it's just like the TARDIS. So he's like, okay, well, have you ever seen TARDIS cut out the roof? And I always thought about that. Like, what if you were inside the TARDIS and then sawed your way out? Like, you made a hole. I mean, logically, like, if you were lost in the TARDIS, that's your go-to way to get out. Cut a hole in the roof and then jump out, because then you'll just jump out of the tiny police box. But what happens if you cut a hole bigger than the roof of the outside of the TARDIS, or you cut multiple walls? No, you cut multiple areas of the roof. Then, like, I can only assume that you can climb out of whichever one you want and you come out the top of the police box, but, like, what if you jump in? Like, is there, like 50% chance on which hole you're going to jump into? So the more holes you cut out, the less chance there is of you cutting... I don't know. Everything's all nice and hunky-dunky. Freaking... I said freaking... How big is it? How are this... okay, I guess it is bigger on the inside so they can do whatever they want. But, like, they're not going... Like, the stairs aren't going like this. They're going like... They keep on going to the right. Like... Oh, dang it, I just lost the page. What the... Wait, what the... Duh. Who's that? It's Petrie the cat, or P-tier. I'm just gonna call him Petrie. But it's so funny how, like, the guy, like, points out that he's... Excuse me. Oh, yeah, let's spread around. You know, okay, first off, wait, hang on. We say bless you whenever someone sneezes, so why not say cough you when someone coughs? Oh, yeah, and cough me. Seriously, let's see if we can start that. Let's all just go around, and whenever someone coughs, we'll say cough you. It's like, what? Then we'll just be like, oh, yeah, you say cough you when someone coughs. And then no matter what they say, just pretend that that's always been a thing. And then who knows, maybe it'll spread. Maybe it won't, I don't know. Cough me, those are legitimate coughs, by the way. Jeez. Try a hiccup. Are those for fake hiccups? I don't know. Oh yeah, also, can we stop laughing when someone farts? It's a normal thing, everyone does it, men and women do it, all people do it. Let's just stop it, okay? Yes, it smells, no one can really control it. And it's like, yeah, sure, leave the room if you know that it's coming, but like, kinda awkward, you might as well just do it, and sometimes you don't even feel it coming, it just comes out. Can we just stop? Okay, I don't know. But, Dave Pilkey, I gotta call you out for this too, but the kid cat noticing that as a father straight away, you totally ripped that off of a series of important events. Oh no, maybe it's not ripping off, maybe it's referencing. Yeah, that's right, you're referencing it. I don't know, there are only so many ideas out there. Heck, my back to school special was kind of ripping off something else. But that was only because I had the same idea as them, so... Whatever. The camera's back. There we go. I gotta admit, though, this gave me a laugh. So it starts out like the actual Lord of the Flies. I almost said Fleas again. Like the actual book, like it actually followed that same thing. Yeah, that is basically how it is. They're like, yeah, we're gonna be a civilized society. And then Jack screws up everything from Lord of the Flies. Cough me, jeez, I think I have a cough. Well, duh, I have a cough. I think I have multiple coughs. I like how Piggy says, "My specs." Where is it? Where does he say it? Yeah, stupid cat's interrupting stuff. Stop interrupting it. Why are the letters different colors? I don't know. Here it is. My specs. My specs. And then it reveals that the whole thing was a fake. So whatever. No. Yeah. That pig 100% swallowed Petrie. Look. See? Well, I guess it does kind of look a bit plump, but it's a pig. I don't know. Frick. And also, I really like my dog. He's like, so long, sucker. What if you could just do that? You pull out some sort of prank, you're in disguise, you're just like, so long, sucker. Not suspicious at all. Rama with the rolling of the footage and the blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm shaking my head. You can't see me, but I'm shaking my... Look. Yeah, because this is just kind of cringy. I mean, like, yeah, like, being able to fight and win and laugh about it is fun, but, like, it's kind of just embarrassing for the other side, but, yeah, it's more of flip around than the, Yes, we get it, you should read, but you're not reading, you're using it to... I don't know. Yeah, we get it, you're happy. Jeez, what are you doing? Pilkey props for, this part. This actually is pretty cool. This part touches me in the heart. Petrie's saying that he'll be good if he stops calling him Papa. And yeah, like, from his point of view, it makes sense, because you've been following Petrie through this, and you know his annoyance from that kid, because it's not really his kid, it's just a younger clone. But imagine your own dad telling you that. Like, imagine if your dad told you you have to stop calling me dad. Like, oh boy. All we got is this measly old shrink ray. It only has 2 shrink shots left, whatever. Shrink shots. Yeah, that works. Why would... I don't know. Yeah, only 2 shots left. Oddly specific. I wonder if that's going to become convenient. Kid, what? That was on you, man. Why is there a beam coming out of the dinosaurs? What is happening? There's a good idea. Make the gas and brake slightly different shapes. Don't make them twinsies. There's so many pedals on the bike. There's the gas and the brake, and you don't know which one is which. And then on a manual, it's a clutch. And, okay. This part, I feel like, was written, like, for me. Like, for people like me. For people who are losing their innocence. Because, let me just read it to you. Well, it looks like this is the end. Yep, we're about to smash into that factory. Hey, it was nice knowing you, Sarah. Same here, Chief. Good work, Millie. Thanks, Chief. It was an honor to serve beside ya. Bye-bye, Zuzu. You're a good doggy. Gee, I wonder what it'll be like to not exist anymore. Well, when you think about it, none of us existed for trillions of years before we were born, and we didn't seem to mind it then. Yeah, I didn't even notice. True dat. Let's not cry because we're gonna die. Let's cry because we got to live. Yeah, That's amazing, because, yeah, like, once you get older and you start to realize that the world's not as simple and good as you thought it was, and then death is a big thing because no one really understands it. I personally don't believe that there is an afterlife. It doesn't make scientific sense. We're just alive. Like, the Big Bang happened and it took billions of years before life even existed. And then it was single-celled organisms. And those existed, like, we didn't even get organisms with more than one cell until, like, the length of time that organisms with more than one cells have existed multiple times over. Then we got multiple cell creatures, and these were like tiny, like, so tiny you can't see it with just a naked eye, maybe with a microscope, but not with just your eye. And then they got bigger, we got lizards, dumb lizards, Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. I don't think that God made us. People say, like, God made the universe and shaped it perfectly so that life can exist. Not really. The Earth is the only planet in the entire universe that we know can support life currently. And even then, most of the Earth can't even support life. Or at least not us. Maybe different kinds of life that evolve differently. But, like, yeah, the universe wasn't created so that life could exist. We have fought to be able to stay alive. We are super complex. Like, we have had multiple cells come through. We've evolved to be able to have a digestive system, adapt to oxygen, and now I'm hoping that we're evolving towards less being violent. Because, like, yeah, back when we were apes, we had to focus on staying alive. But now we don't really have to worry about that anymore. Other animals do. But us humans, we don't have to worry about spending every single day looking for predators that are trying to eat us. So that gives us time to be able to think about science and math and learn about our past, or what we think is our past. And, like, learn about everything. Like, be able to think and just move, and we play sports now. Many people play sports or just even watch sports just to get the violent genes out of them that are still in them. And I'm hoping that now we're evolving towards becoming more compassionate. Because, like, whenever I say that, many people say, yeah, well, not having violent genes isn't going to help you if you're fighting a tiger in the jungle. Do you see any tigers or jungles around here, mates? Look, here's a tree. Here's a tree. Is that, like, no. Evolution is not about what would help us back then. It's about what'll help us now. We depend on oxygen. We can't survive more than 5 minutes without oxygen. That wouldn't help us before oxygen was a thing. But it is a thing now. So we've not only evolved to be able to use it as fuel, but we now depend on it. And we now need to come together. We need to stop fighting with each other. We need to come together, everyone. Seriously. All you people, I mean, I don't think that many of you guys watching this video would, but to anyone who's like commenting and picking like arguments with other people on the internet, please don't. If someone's wrong, then just calmly prove to them that they're wrong, but keep an open mind, because unless if you're absolutely sure, you could be wrong. Or at least, even if you're absolutely sure, you could be wrong in some respect. Just, yeah. But death is something that is kind of inevitable. Sure, maybe one day, maybe within our lifetime. I mean, like we're advancing at an exponential growth. We started like invent the light bulb, telephone, cool. Now we're like inventing new iPhones and stuff like that. We don't even really know what to do with our new inventions. Just pumping out new phones. But like new features and whatever, but we might be able to do something with the aging process. But when we die, that's probably it. But many people picture that as being like trapped in like a black void, a void of nothingness, claustrophobic and uncomfortable. No. You just won't be there. This one time when I was little, I just went to sleep because they were like doing something with my teeth or whatever. But like I was put to sleep. And in that moment when I woke up, it was such a weird experience. Because I felt like I just didn't exist. I wasn't dreaming. I wasn't seeing blackness. I wasn't seeing nothingness. I just wasn't there. It was like before I was born. Just absolutely unaware. Wasn't seeing anything. Just, I wasn't there. Then I woke up, and I was back again. It was as if they killed me and then brought me back to life. And then, you know, I went to sleep actually very recently to get my wisdom teeth taken out. That was for my Doctor Who The Gunfires review. You can go watch my experience on that video. But, yeah, and, like, it was so weird, because I remember the doctor coming up and, like, putting some things on, like, my arm. And then I woke up, and I was like, what? Because I knew that I wasn't being put to sleep. It was as if, like, my memory of the last 10 minutes before I was put to sleep was just chopped off. Because I got up, and I was like, the doctor she was putting... And I knew that stuff happened. But to this day, I cannot remember what happened ever since she did that. It was so weird. But don't fear death, guys, too much, okay? Of course, try to stay alive the best you can. But don't worry about dying. You can't spend your entire life worrying about it. When you die, it's not going to be uncomfortable. You're just not going to be there. So don't get too paranoid about that. I didn't mean be an idiot and laugh your way down to the death. We're falling, we're still falling. We're still falling! What is this? Hot dog glue, giant left sock, electric mosquito, submarine, tuna salad, excuse me, aardvark repellent, giant baseball glove? What the heck?
Rolling on the low with my rolling pin that I...
Superman. Oh, and yeah, ADHD. I don't think I mentioned this before, but ADHD. I didn't realize that was a pun on ADHD. An actual, like, I don't want to say mental issue, but like it is like a thing. ADHD. ADHD. Okay, Dave Pilkey, that's even funnier. I just thought it was a cool name. Oh, Flipporama. Love sloppily.
with my rolling pin.
If you're good, nobody cares. Gotta be good anyway, Papa. If you're kind, people just think you're weak. You gotta be kind anyway, Papa. If you're honest, people just try to trick you. You gotta be honest anyway, Papa. If you're happy, people just get jealous. You gotta be happy anyway, Papa. You can spend years creating stuff, and a big brontosaurus can come along and zap it to smithereens in 2 seconds. You gotta be creative anyway, Papa. Yeah, that's easy for you to say. You're just a kid. You don't know how rotten and horrible this world can be. It can be so cold, so cruel, so unforgiving. Papa, that's why we need to be good. Yeah, and then there's a gelato again. Yeah, it's like ice cream. It's like frozen yogurt. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I have a gelato place near, not near me, but near somewhere. It's called Lord of the Fleas because the monster bad guys are on Dogman's Fur or whatever. Yeah, there's a new Dogman book coming out. How to draw all these fellas. Read to your cat. Nice little skit at the back. Dogman Lord of the Fleas, yeah, the way I recommend it, yeah. It's very good. Oh. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. I really enjoyed it. If you didn't like it, please leave a dislike. So I really did enjoy it. Leave a comment down below if you liked it. Comment on because it feels awesome. Get some motivation, encouragement. If you didn't like it, please leave a comment down below. Say why you didn't like it. So like it for next time. Otherwise, I won't be able to improve and just gonna treat your dislikes for a like. And subscribe so that you know my next video comes out. Thanks again so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you next time. We'll review book 6 of the Dogman series. Oh, is there only gonna be 12 of Dogman? Are we almost halfway? Book 6 of the Dogman series, which is called Brawl of the Wild, which is based on Call of the Wild. And actually, funny story, I was given this book when I was 10 years old, and I just read it like last summer, because like, you know, Brawl of the Wild, I was like, oh, Call of the Wild, maybe I should read that. And then I read it in one sitting. I just sat down for a couple hours, read it. It's actually pretty nice. But yeah, when is Dogman Brawl of the Wild coming out? So cool how like humanity is becoming like aware. So many people go through issues and they think that they're the only ones. Everyone goes through issues. They think that like no one's gonna listen to them. December 24th, Christmas Eve this year. Wow. This year, if it's Christmas Eve this year, that's too soon. It's Christmas Eve next year, that's too late. Right, I thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, next time around Christmas to review the next Dogman. Unless I do a quick review of the Christmas special of Doctor Who. I don't know, it'll come out at some point. Bye-bye!
With my rolling pin.